Hi everybody, welcome back. In this video, I want to share with you 6 important things about small and medium enterprises, SMEs, in Malaysia. I have listed 6 subtopics in this video to share with you. Number 1, SME definition. Number 2, detailed definition by category, micro, small and medium. Number 3, classification of sectors. Number 4, details of qualifying criteria. Number 5, additional condition to be classified as SMEs. And number 6, the advantages as SMEs. The first definitions for small and medium enterprise in Malaysia was approved for adoption by National SME Development Council, Malaysia on June 9, 2005. The latest revision to small and medium enterprise SME definition was endorsed at the 14th National SME Development Council (NSDC) meeting in July 2013 and come into effect from January 1st, 2014. Welcome back with subtopic number 1, SME definition. The definition was simplified with 2 categories. First category is manufacturing and second, services and other sectors. A business can qualify as an SME if it meets either one of 2 specified criteria, namely sales turnover or full-time employees, whichever is lower. On manufacturing, with sales turnover not exceeding 50 million ringgit or full-time employees not exceeding 200 workers. Second, on services and other sectors, with sales turnover not exceeding 20 million ringgit or full-time employees not exceeding 75 workers. Number 2, detailed definition by category. Detailed definition by category, namely micro, small and medium, is as we can see from this schedule. Definition by size of operations. For micro enterprises across all sectors, annual sales turnover of less than 300,000 ringgit or less than 5 full-time employees. For small enterprises, annual sales turnover for manufacturing from 300,000 ringgit and less than 15 million ringgit, or with 5 to less than 75 full-time employees. Annual sales turnover for service and other sector from 300,000 ringgit and less than 3 million ringgit, or with 5 to less than 30 full-time employees. And for medium enterprises, annual sales turnover for manufacturing from 15 million ringgit and not exceeding 50 million ringgit, or with 75 to not exceeding 200 full-time employees. Annual sales turnover for service and other sector from 3 million ringgit and not exceeding 20 million ringgit, or with 30 to not exceeding 75 full-time employees. If a business fulfills either one criteria across the different sizes of operation, then the smaller size will be applicable. For example, if a firm's sales turnover falls under micro enterprise but employment falls under small, the business will be deemed as a micro enterprise. Number 3, classification of sectors. Manufacturing refers to the physical or chemical transformation of materials or components into new products. Services refer to all services including distributive trade, hotels and restaurants, business, professional and ICT services, private education and health, entertainment, financial intermediation, research and development, R&D, logistics, warehouse, engineering, etc. Others refer to the remaining three key economy activities, namely number 1, primary agriculture, number 2, construction, and number 3, mining and quarrying. Number 4, details of qualifying criteria. Sales turnover refers to total revenue including other incomes. Full-time employees include all paid workers working for at least 6 hours a day and 20 days a month, or at least 120 hours a month. Full-time workers also include foreign and contract workers. If a business exceeds the threshold set under both criteria for 2 consecutive years based on its financial year or accounting period, then it can no longer be deemed as SMEs. Similarly, a business that is previously large and become an SME if it fulfills the qualifying criteria of SMEs for 2 consecutive years. Number 5. Additional conditions to be classified as SMEs. In addition to the qualifying criteria, example, sales turnover and full-time employees, there are additional conditions that must be fulfilled to be classified as SMEs. Number 1. Types of establishment. SMEs refer to only pure business entities registered with the following bodies. Number 1. Companies Commission of Malaysia, SSM, either under the Registration of Business Act 1956 or Registration of Company Act 1965 or Limited Liability Partnership LLP Act 2012 or respective authorities or district officers in Sabah and Sarawak or respective statutory bodies for professional service providers. Number 2. Shareholding structure. Companies that are public listed but are in the secondary bourses. Number 2. Subsidiaries of firms will also be considered as SMEs for as long as they are fulfill the qualifying criteria. SMEs, however, excludes entities that are public listed on the main board and subsidiaries of public listed companies on the main board, multinational corporations (MNCs), government-linked company (GLCs), Minister of Finance Incorporated, and state-owned enterprises. And number 6, the advantages as SMEs. SMEs in Malaysia are privileged to have many financial and non-financial incentives available to them for long-term competitiveness. Financial incentives come in the form of grant, conventional loans, venture capital funding, or tax incentive, while non-financial incentive may be in the form of physical infrastructure, information and training provided by the government or by trade associations. All these incentives are mainly provided for or coordinated by government agencies. The main agencies that offer incentives to SMEs are Small and Medium Industries Development Corporation (SMEDEC), Malaysia Technology Development Corporation (MTDC), and Malaysian Industrial Development Authority (MIDA). For conclusion, small and medium enterprises, SMEs, including micro enterprises, have played an important role in fostering growth, employment and income, and have been integral to Malaysia's economic transformation process. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.